I feel like nobody really understands the momentum that this Milwaukee Bucks team has going into this year's NBA playoffs. I mean, man, Kevin Porter Jr. throws it down on Jalen Durant on that play. But what I wanted to break down is that momentum. 7-game winning streak, right? They have one more game left. Most likely going to rest their starters for that game. If they can get Dame back, and please let me know any updates on that injury, this team is on fire right now. They might not even need Dame to beat the Pacers. Now, look at this play by Kevin Porter. You're going to notice he opens up the hips to the inside of the floor. He's going to get his defender to overcommit up with a slight hesitation move. Watch him get to the area. He's going to hesitate like he's taking that three, right? You see him. Feet start to get flat-footed, guy bites up, and then boom, the acceleration to drive right by him, create rotation from the big man, but continue to have that leverage down into the lane. Look at this. Boom! I mean, that is a play right there. And in this video, we're going to break down how they have momentum and why it is going to be continued in the playoffs. Let's kind of break down some film. Let me know your guys' thoughts, and let's dive in. Now, when this team gets out into transition, it might be one of the deadliest things in the NBA because the combination of right here, Kevin Porter Jr., Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bobby Portis, right? We're going to fill the lane left. We're going to get behind the defense on the right side because they're obviously playing ball. And then Giannis, who's getting up the middle of the floor. So whenever you have these situations, there's almost no way you're going to stop the team. We get that guy to overcommit. And now essentially we have Cade Cunningham playing point A to point B. And as Giannis drives right into the lane, what do you really think you're going to do to stop Giannis? You get both guys to overcommit. We throw up a nice little pass. And we get it to go here for Bobby Portis underneath the basket, right? Beautiful job, great execution, and this is late in the fourth quarter, exactly when they needed it. Nice little finish there, puts them up 117 to 111. Now, real quickly, guys, comment down below a score, right? A series prediction, Pacers, Bucks. I'm going to say 4-2 Milwaukee. You guys know I had to go Milwaukee here. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Let's dive into some more film. All right, here we go. So we're going to get this high DHO, which is a dribble handoff between Giannis and have Kevin Porter come off this thing. I love this duo right here. This little two-man game is so efficient right now. So as they go under the screen, look at Kevin Porter. He's going to sit behind Giannis. He's going to wait for him to overcommit back in that direction because he knows this big man is already hedging to the left. And the last thing that this team wants to do is switch. So if we get him to overcommit back to the left slightly, now we can drive right off the hip of Giannis, create rotation from the top side. You can already tell they're playing an in-the-gaps defense right now. What is an in-the-gaps defense? The top side defender rotates. They do not want either Giannis or Kevin Porter driving interior, or they rotate this guy. They don't want him driving to the outside, right? So they kind of play an in-the-gaps defense where they fill these gaps. We drive by, boom. We create that initial double team. Look at AJ Green space the floor. Boom, last second pass. Now we have a wide open opportunity here for AJ Green, who ends up putting it up and getting it to go. And that was pretty much the icing on the cake for this game for Milwaukee. Great shot there by AJ Green. And I felt like they played with some really good recognition and instincts throughout the entirety of this fourth quarter. Nice job here by Kevin Porter once again. I feel like he's doing such a good job playmaking for this team. Getting right by Cade Cunningham, finding Giannis, creating that rotation from the top side. Now we have this basically, we have a 4-on-2 opportunity or a 3-on-2 opportunity on the top side. Giannis is going to kick, find Kevin Porter on this baseline as they try to reestablish positioning down low. And then again, Kevin Porter has a wide open dunk to the basket. I mean, just great off-ball movement here. Again, let's watch it one more time. Boom. Because we have a major mismatch here with Giannis, we do not want Dennis Schroeder there. Big man's going to commit back. And now we have this slot cut right to the basket. And again, if you rotate from that weak side, we still have a mismatch. We still have a guy that can score over him, but we also have a corner three if we want it as well. The way this team moves the ball is so amazing, so unselfish right now. And man, I can't even imagine how good they're going to be with Dame back, but do you really want to risk it? I think right now, this team is playing at a real good level with a lot of confidence. All right, now before we get any further into this film analysis, right, Giannis getting this initial double team to the top. Do me a big favor, guys. Hit that like button if you want more of these breakdowns throughout the entirety of the playoffs. If we get over 500 likes on this video, you guys can expect a part 2 and more parts throughout the entirety of the playoffs. And all you got to do is let me know. Comment down below P2. That'll help let me know that you guys are not only enjoying the videos, but want more going forward. Lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, man. It is free. Doesn't cost anything to join the family. Like I said, man, we got you covered all year long. All right, another big-time play by Giannis. So, first thing we noticed, once again, they're playing an in-the-gaps defense. We're not allowing him to drive. If he drives, we rotate, we trap him with the ball. But again, look it, we have 3 guys on Giannis. Now, when you have that, you also have Brook Lopez with a mismatch down low, which is causing Tim Hardaway to slightly play over there. We have a corner man. We have Kyle Kuzma here, and we also have Taurean Prince, who should fill this lane right here, or slot cut to the basket to apply all the pressure on Tim Hardaway. So as you see, Giannis, he's going to look over to this left side, okay? So these defenders start to overcommit in this direction because they think this ball is skipping all the way across the court. But what he's doing is he's no-look passing it over to Kyle Kuzma, who ultimately gets a little bit of separation because they're late to the closeout. Now, I love a shooter like Kyle Kuzma, who has no hesitation. Yeah, we could have easily tossed this ball to the corner or found a backside cut to the basket, creating rotation here. But we have a 3-ball. We don't pass up these 3 balls, especially with under 5 on the shot clock. You pull these up, and Kyle Kuzma lets it fly, and he gets it to go. Nice job there by Kuzma, and a great read by Giannis. All right, another sick play. I feel like all of them were looking at Kevin Porter. I also do want to apologize. It looks very, very blurry here. But that's okay. So as we drive in, look at this, right? First thing you notice is we get topside pressure, right? This is what you call a topside fire, right? So when a team fires like this, especially in transition, look at this. We're going to get a wide open lane to the basket. And guess who it is? You guys can't see yet, but you will. Look at this. Great job here, reaching that point of attack, getting this guy to overcommit, knowing if this guy does not rotate over to the paint, and the one thing he's looking at is like, yeah, I am not going to go contest Giannis, because if I do, I'm probably going to get put on a poster, left-handed lob up to the basket, and there's Giannis throwing it down, getting it to go. This team is on an unreal rhythm right now, and man, I'm just excited to see how they continue to build on this chemistry. All right. One more play I want to break down. High DHO between him and Ryan Rollins as we hand this ball off. The one thing this team can't do is switch. So as they fight over this screen, the big always has to play the role in Giannis, because again, as we come off this thing, we want to curl, right? We want to get right to that basket, apply all that pressure onto the big man, and you'll see when we go over that screen, that's what we do. Apply all that pressure. This big is never going to overcommit because they know Giannis with a clear lane to the basket is money all day, every day. So as they rotate back over, Ryan Rollins gets a free lane to the basket, and that's just what Giannis is able to do, right? The attention he's able to bring. So, guys, this team is very good right now. They're on a very good, momentum swing. They need to take this into the playoffs. Okay, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.